I'm Tina Tonkin. I'm a massage therapist, yoga teacher, meditation teacher in Denver, Colorado. And I'm here to show you a few things to feel better in your body really quickly. So today I'm going to lead you through some stretches you can do at your desk. So go ahead and get a chair or sit on the floor, whatever you're comfortable with. But this is designed to do at a chair so you can take a little breathing break for just a few minutes while you're working in the middle of your day, because I know a lot of us are working at our computers more than ever. So let's go ahead and pull up a chair. Find a chair you're comfortable in. And then once you get to your chair, go ahead and scoot forward so you're right at the edge of your chair. And this is going to give you more flexibility to be able to round your spine, open up your spine. Go ahead and feel your feet really resting into the floor. And feel the weight of your body resting into the chair. And then feel your spine elongate up and reach out through the top of your head. Feel like your head is being pulled up by a string. And let your breath start to open up in your body. Notice how your breath is moving through your torso, your chest. And then we'll start to rock back and forward a little bit. So go ahead and round your back towards the back of the room as you roll your pelvis. And then go ahead and roll forward. So your hip bones will come forward, your low back will arch, and your chest will lift up towards the ceiling. Taking a breath in with that stretch. And then exhale, let all of your breath come out of your body. Feel your feet ground into the earth as you let your spine soften backwards towards the back of the room. Pull your belly button in a little bit. Really feel that backward motion of your spine. And then as you breathe in, shift forward again. Let your shoulders come back, your chest lift up, your hips pivot forward, really rolling your pelvis forward. And then as you exhale, softly just letting your back round. And if your pelvis were a bowl, you're really moving it quite a bit. So when it's back, the water in the bowl of your pelvis would be spilling out backwards. And as you breathe in, bring that bowl to spill out forwards. Just really tilting and opening your pelvis up to the front of the room as you breathe in. And exhale. Notice the two contrasts. Just letting your head dangle. And then breathing open, letting your head come back and stretch. And return to center. And you've already got some neck movement happening, but go ahead and we'll do some more. Tilt your head to the left, bringing your left ear to your left shoulder. And then gently letting your head roll forward. And then your right ear to your right shoulder. And breathing, just letting your head tip backwards. And see if you can point your chin to the ceiling. Just getting a stretch through the front of your throat. And then back to the left ear to the left shoulder. And down. Then as you take a breath in, move that direction back in the direction you came. So to your left shoulder, back, right shoulder, and down. And then we'll do another neck roll where you bring your chin, draw circles with your chin. So this time you're placing your attention right here and drawing big circles. Just getting that neck movement freed up, feeling that expansiveness of the front of your neck with that stretch. And then we're going to do that in the horizontal plane. So go ahead, it's like walk like an Egyptian. You know, you're gonna walk like an Egyptian. Bring your head, chin forward, and then along around to the left and back. Tuck your chin to the right and forward, and then back in the other direction. Getting all those muscles activating and then stretching as you go around in a circle in the horizontal plane with your chin. And then we'll look to the left over your shoulder. Letting your breath open up, and as you exhale, look to the right. And again, look to the left as you breathe in. And look to the right as you breathe out. And come back to center. And just notice so far how your body's feeling. See if the weight is really starting to drop more fully into your chair, if you're able to let go and be present in this moment. Also notice if there's anywhere in particular that needs more stretching. And we're just going to keep moving through these areas, but notice what your body says. So take your right hand to your right chair and then bring your left arm up into the air and lean into the direction your hand is expanding into. So your left arm will be reaching up overhead, and really feel that through the side of your body, starting to open into little movements. So as you breathe in, bring your hand back a little bit. Do an isometric contraction. And then as you exhale, bringing your arm forward. Just a little bit. These are little movements to get the muscles, get the blood flow in the muscles and get the muscles working. So as you breathe in, that isometric contraction will be back here. So the muscle is actually engaging isometrically. So once you get your stretch, you're going to engage the muscle without it moving anymore. So you're going to activate into that area as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, let your arm come forward into a stretch. We'll do that one more time. What that does is it gets the blood flow and the metabolism going into these muscles that have been holding a lot. So go ahead and breathe in, bring your arm back into a stretch. Wherever it feels comfortable, feel that moving from here, and then engage down a little bit, just engaging the solidity of your side body where these muscles come right below your scapula. So breathing in and engaging, and breathing out and stretch. And then bring your arm back down. And I like to shake it out afterwards, just get the blood flow moving through my arm, my fingers, and kind of get everything moving there. And then we'll switch sides. So if you need to bring your hand to be stable, your left hand to your left side of your seat, then lift up with your right arm. As you breathe in, feel your rib cage expand. And then as you exhale, just let your body sink right where you are. So you're not pushing past the point where the stretch is comfortable. You're letting it open up with your breath and over time. So go ahead and shrug up and down, just getting these muscles in the side body warmed up, getting the blood flow in there, getting the muscle activation. And keep bringing your breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and lean over to the left and start to let your side body feel that stretch right underneath where your shoulder meets your body. And these muscles have a lot to do with your scapular positioning and the ability of your shoulder to function well. So bringing your breath in, go ahead and stretch back a little bit, but really start from a grounded position where your hips are resting into the chair. You don't want to strain here. You want to be really grounded. And from that grounded place, let your arm lift up from the side of your body. Taking a breath in, feeling that opening coming from right here. And then as you exhale, let your shoulder move forward, your arm move forward. And just feel that stretch. This is a really tiny, it's not a huge movement. We're just coming back about a foot. As you breathe in, letting your shoulder open up and side body right here. Letting the back of your shoulder actually engage the back of your shoulder. Opening up, and then as you exhale, rounding forward a little bit. And I actually said back of your shoulder opening up, but it's the front of your shoulder that gets to open up as you breathe in and the back of your shoulder engages. That helps the front of your shoulder to let go of tension. And exhale, let your arm move forward. And then back up. And bring your arm back down to a resting position. And then from here, if you've got the space to just do a little bit of movement from your torso, you'll start to warm up the twist. Just let your arms fall heavy. If you've got the space to let your arms just dangle. And then we'll go into a twist. So what you're going to do is bring your right arm to your left knee. Go ahead and lift up through your spine as you take a breath in, and then rotate to the left as you exhale. And as you inhale, come back to center, and reach across to the opposite knee. Exhaling, just feeling that contact. And as you breathe in, feel your spine reach up to the ceiling, and as you exhale, rotate to your right. And take a couple breaths here, whatever feels good. Notice where you feel tension in your body, and in that area that feels tight, let your breath come and expand into that area. And then as you exhale, let your body relax and twist even a little bit more. So your breath comes in like a balloon and expands into any area that's holding. And then as you exhale, your body relaxes into the stretch. And come back to center. Now go ahead and lean forward. So you're going to let your head dangle over your knees. You know, before we do this, we should scoot back a little bit so your center of gravity is back. So go ahead and scoot back so you're really resting in your chair. And then take a breath in as you lift through your spine, and an exhale as you reach forward. And just do this with an elongated back at first. So you want to feel your spine lengthening. And here you can get some neck stretch too. This is good for low back and neck to move those vertebrae. Because what this does is it allows gravity to start holding you, holding your neck in a restful position. Take a breath in and extend, so you're activating the muscles along the back of your body, the back of your neck. And as you exhale, go ahead and melt. And just take a few breaths there where you're in the melted position of just resting. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come up, but just notice the effects of that. That rounded forward position has a very nurturing quality, and I noticed my breath start to really deepen even more and to let go of stress that I was holding. And I feel even softer after really letting myself rest into that forward fold. And especially with the weight, being able to rest on my knees, there's just a sweetness to that. And if that's too much for your back, I'm going to show you a modification. So you could use a pillow or a rolled up blanket to really help support your back. I've got a cushion here. But this is such a wonderful position for releasing stress. So what you do is just make sure you're nice and centered in your chair so you can let go into gravity and you feel stable. Feel your feet on the ground. And then go ahead and take a breath in while you're still sitting up, and just really invite fresh breath to come in. And then as you exhale, let yourself really let go of anything you've been holding. And for me, that just feels deliciously sweet to take a couple minutes to just rest and to feel the support of gravity holding me. And I just want to offer that to you as a very simple reset if you're ever feeling crazy stressed, to just rest for a few minutes in the support of something holding you, like this pillow, and you can do it on the ground in child's pose too, and that's even more grounded. You can maybe even let go even more as you're resting in child's pose. And let's get back to the desk yoga. Feeling your sit bones resting in the chair, rocking backwards and forwards, feeling your connection, feeling your feet. And then we'll do a stretch for we've got the back of your shoulders already getting some blood flow in there. What you want to do now is stretch open the front of your shoulders. So if you have a chair with a back, you would just lean back over it. But I don't have a chair with a back, so I'm just going to lean back and breathe in as I look up, and then exhale and let the front of my body get a stretch. And come back to center. And really notice the invigorating effects of that back bends. Back bends are really great at opening up any constrictions in the front of the body. A lot of times there's holding for protection, but if you want to get more energy and ability to be creative in a bigger way to motivate that energy and creativity and openness, back bends are really good to start opening up those channels of energy and moving them throughout the front of your body. And for me, I experience there's a place for all of it, but I experience just more vigorous energy that I feel I can use to meet the world with, less fear and more directness, less judgment of myself. So that's really helpful, just knowing that there are ways to meet my needs in, just using my body and my breath. And that's my goal in this class, is to help share these really simple skills with you so that whatever you're needing, as you start to notice what your body's telling you, what your breath is doing, how you can work with that. Like if you notice you're holding your breath, do you need to force it to open, or is that something you want to move right into, or do you need to soften into a place of being held first, so your nervous system can respond by actually letting go of some of that stress. And then with that, with your body being able to soften and let go of some of what it's been holding, that allows your breath to come back in a more natural way. And instead of fighting, and I've learned this the hard way, but instead of fighting to try to make myself stronger or, more fearless and just ready for anything, like forcing myself to be open. But now it's so humorous because, I realize that I can have both and that I actually get to that place where I feel more embodied and authentically tuned into what I want to say and do and how I want to show up as I let myself have rest when I need it, and as I let myself breathe bigger when it really feels like, I want to embody more space. And, I think I used to be afraid that, and I still have it, I'm afraid that, like, if I let myself rest, I won't get enough stuff done. But those little moments of rest I found are so important to actually connecting me with efficient and good energy. So I want to just extend that to you as an option to let yourself have those restful times and also let yourself have the dynamic engagement of opening back up and feeling what it's like actually in your body, to breathe bigger and to engage with more creativity and to really show up in ways that feel good for you. So desk yoga. Trying to think if there's any final things. We can do hip stretch. So go ahead and let your leg come out into a straight position just to get blood flow going through your knees. So flex and point your knees and your ankle. And then we're going to cross this leg over the other side. And if you do have any kind of knee restrictions, you just want to take it nice and easy here. Don't force it. So what you're going to do is go ahead. I have some knee stuff, so I always like to bring blood flow in. So bring your hands all the way around your knee joint and just massage blood flow into your knees. If, on the other hand, you're feeling the tightness in your hip, you just want to massage a little bit there. Just let the blood flow come in over time. So lean into the other way. Or you can just let your knee start to open up and settle on its own. Taking a breath in, really feeling your spine elongate. Taking a breath out, feeling your knee get even heavier. And what else you want to do here to protect your knee is to flex your foot so your toes come back towards your knee. And what that does is it really protects your knee. It engages the muscles to protect your knee a little bit in this stretch. So again, taking a nice breath in as you feel your body sink into the chair and your spine lift to the heavens. As you exhale, just letting your body open up with gravity. And just notice what feels good for you. If there's anything that would even help your knee, your hip to feel happier, maybe need some contact there, feel free to use your hands to bring awareness and blood flow into those areas that have pain or tightness. You can do so much with just a few minutes of stretching. And for me, I feel a little bit right through my adductors, so I'm just tracing along that line. And just letting my body know that I love it and that it's okay to feel good and to let go. And then bring your leg back out straight and rest it down on the floor. Just take a moment to feel the differences in two sides of your body. Maybe you rock forward and backward a little bit, getting a sense of what it's like to be in your body right now. And that doesn't feel hugely different for me, but I can tell that there's more blood flow in there and more ease. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Pick up your foot and shoot energy out your heel. So you're stretching out. And then go ahead and bend and flex your knee. And if this causes any strain on your back, modify it. You can hold your leg. You want it to feel good. It's good to challenge yourself, but not to the point of strain. So do what actually feels good for your body. Go ahead and roll your ankles. And then we'll bring this into a figure 4 stretch. So bending your knee, go ahead and flex your foot. And I can already feel a little bit of tension, so I'm going to massage my knee. And notice where you feel tension in your body and what your body needs. Bring some pressure and massage into those areas. You can use your thumbs to really just settle into any areas that feel like there's not enough blood flow in it. And just gently compress it, or more directly compress it, whatever feels good for you. And then go ahead and lean forward a little bit from your hips. So what you're going to do is feel your sit bones really sinking heavy into the chair. So it's resting. And then lift up through your spine as you breathe in, and gently lean forward as you exhale. And just really notice that stretch into your hip, into your knee. Taking a breath in, lengthening out through your spine. Taking a breath out, falling into gravity. And doing that massage that you need, anything that you need around your knee or your hip to bring blood flow and good relaxing energy into any area that has been holding and is tight. Just giving yourself permission to take good care of yourself. And you can shift a little bit, just noticing how that changes the stretch as you shift forward with your torso and shift back with your torso. Just taking it slow so you're aware of how your body feels, how your body's reacting to it, what's supportive, and meeting that edge with grace and ease as you breathe into it. So finding that place as you lean forward, that's just slightly uncomfortable. Letting yourself breathe and expand as you hang out there. And then as you exhale, letting yourself soften and fall a little bit heavier, and just see what happens as your breath carries you. Breathing in, gently expanding. And feel like the ocean. As if the ocean, the tide rolling in. As you breathe in, the tide rolling out. As you exhale, just falling heavy, carried by the waves of your breath. Like the sweet but strong, beautiful holding waves of the ocean. And for me, I really get into that imagery because I love water and I love to feel that kind of energy in my body. Go ahead and extend your leg again, let your knee move, and then bring your foot back to the floor. Shift side to side. Notice how you're feeling in your body now. And there's one final stretch I think it would be good for us to do, which is for your hip flexors and your quads, because sitting like this can shorten these muscles. So what you want to do is stand up by your chair and bring your foot up onto the chair. And just hang out here for a minute. Find your balance with your other foot. And then you're going to reach down and pick up that foot. You can use the chair to balance still with your knee, whatever works for you, or you can use the back of the chair with your hand. Whatever helps you to feel grounded. So I don't have a chair with the back with me right now, so I'm just going to stand here. And then we'll switch sides, bringing your other knee up, holding the chair, taking a breath in. And this is actually a really good opportunity to stretch not only the front of your quad, but also your shoulder. And what happens here is you start to engage right through your side body and the back of your shoulder. And that helps the front of your shoulder to open. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I've never done the supported chair bow before, but this is bow pose, just supported by resting in a chair. Let's do the other side. So it would be that quad stretch, and then starting to make sure you feel nice and stable. So holding the back of the chair with your opposite hand. And then what you're going to start to do is open up the front line of your body, your hip and your shoulder, by engaging the back line of your body. So feeling those muscles in the back of your shoulder blade, right below your shoulder blade, start to engage. And just breathe as this is happening. You want it to be easy. So letting your breath help you open up into that area over time. And what you'll notice is that as those muscles on the back line of your body engage with ease and become more able to support that position as they start to work consistently, the front of your shoulder and the front of your hip will start to open up more too. And then gently coming out of it. And then whenever you do a back bend stretch like that, see if you need to counter it with a little forward stretch again. So letting yourself rest down over your legs. And then if you want to, you can come up and do a little shavasana in your chair. And what that looks like is just finding a nice restful spot that you can really let go into and just notice your breath moving. A place where it doesn't feel like you need to do anything. You can just sense how your body feels now. And whatever you're noticing in your body, just let yourself be present with it, noticing it without any judgment. And also bringing a smile if that's wanting to move through. Or move other emotions. If there's sadness, letting that sadness move through. If there's anger, letting that anger be felt. And what that means is not acting it out, but acknowledging, where there's frustration and anger. And just letting whatever that is be there. Happiness, sadness, anger, frustration. joy, simplicity. These are all just waves of experience that we get to notice. Let your hands just rest on your legs so they feel supported. And let your neck move naturally. If you feel like it's getting stuck anywhere, just letting that soften up a little bit. And notice how your breath is moving through your body, where it's moving easily, anywhere it might be getting stuck a little bit. Just sensing it. Just notice the effects of that, of just being present with your breath. My hope is that this few minutes of stretches in a chair and breath and body awareness can really help to move anything that needs to move in your system so that you feel supported and able to handle whatever is happening in your life right now in a way that is engaged with good connection with yourself and how you want to be creating your reality. So I wish for you all many, many blessings, many unexpected blessings. Namaste. See you next week. Tina.